Welcome to your daily focus, February the 25th, 2020. I almost said 2019. Oh my goodness. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Now we have the 25 today. The 25 in numerology is really success after struggle. So something that you have been really focused on, but you just seem to be spinning your wheels, perhaps. You might get that ray of sunshine today, that ray of hope, of faith coming back in that you can do what you set out to do, that you can move forward in the way you want. And 2 plus 5 is a 7, and that's really standing in our truth. So maybe it is a little bit of meditation or a little bit of self-reflection. Seeing if you're fighting for something that no longer supports your growth, your goals, your dreams, your desires. So what is your truth? And getting to know yourself a little bit better. If we add up the numerology of the day, it comes to a 13. That is the death card, which means death and rebirth of situations, allowing something to leave your life in order for something new to come in, to create the space, to create the harmony, perhaps. And definitely transformation. Definitely transformation. And then the 1 plus 3 is a 4. That's the Emperor, making the plan, figuring out the strategy, staying grounded, getting the right people around you with knowledge, expertise that maybe you don't possess personally yourself, or a talent or an ability. We have the sun in Pisces. We have the moon. I believe we start out the day in Pisces, but it moves probably after lunchtime, maybe closer to supper. We'll move into Aries. So that gives us that adventurer, that independence, that warrior kind of attitude. It's about us. It's about our goals, our dreams, our desires. And I believe the sun and Mercury meet in the sky today. So enthusiasm in our conversations. Even though Mercury is retrograde, I think that we can, through talking, get excited about our interests, our goals, the things that we have discovered on our path. We may step into a different perspective, or we may be told a different perspective that we hadn't once thought of before. So, but usually Mercury and the sun coming together, we have a great focus. Communication is very good. And I think even though it's in retrograde, I think it still carries that high energy for us. Look at this, the sun. Yeah, it's all about us. It's all about who you are, where you are going. Okay? Now, this is once again raising your energy, right? Raising your energy to meet the things that you want to bring into your life. That beam of light doesn't come from the sky. It comes from you. And your knowledge, your wisdom, the things that you learn, the things that you have grown into, whether it's a talent, an ability, or just who you are, lights the way for you. You see the path that wasn't there before. So maybe it's being able to see where, you once wanted to go, but you felt like there was some kind of block or something holding you back or something cornering you, not allowing you to progress forward in the way that you want. And you just may get that aha moment, that epiphany today that shows you the way forward, that directs you on exactly how to take your steps. So tap into your sage wisdom today, absolutely. Intuition. We have the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is all about success. I mean, they're actually holding a parade for us here. Don't rest on your laurels. It's time to go forward. Maybe it's one step at a time. Maybe it's a charge ahead. Because there is this enthusiasm today, but I think it's more in our conversations. But it could be of who we are. Maybe people are talking very highly about you today. This card also talks about the support you have, even though you don't even realize it yet. Support. It's like this parade is being held for you, and all these people get out there and they chant your name. They cheer you on. You're a hero. You're a star. You're a god, a goddess in their eyes. So today we're probably going to feel that independence, probably more so as supper time rolls around for us. But nonetheless, we feel on top of the world in some way, in some manner. We get that aha moment of how we can go forward. You know, in this one, he's got the scroll, he's got the papers for his next mission going forward, or her next mission going forward, their next mission going forward. So this is a time to advance. This is a time to, you know, figure out your strategy. Now, we do have the 7 energy, which is a little bit of a pullback, but it just is telling us to think about what we're stepping into, what that step means for us. Because oftentimes we start this battle, and over time we transform, we change. And so are we still fighting for something that no longer supports our desires, our wants, our goals, our needs, ourselves? Do we need to realign our focus to something new, something different? And we have the Chariot. So the Chariot is pulling it back. This is the 7 energy coming out. Those horses want to go every which way but the way you want to go. They just want to run. And if you just go with what people are saying and what people are telling you, and you're just going to find yourself exhausted and probably nowhere near the goal, the desired intent. So it's really about pulling back on those reins. It's really, and it could be a little bit about building relationships here, because really we don't have any reins here. Those horses have to intuitively know what we want. And if you've ever ridden a horse, you know that once you build that bond with the horse will follow your lead, just with a little nudge of a knee or a little kick of the heel, and not a mean kick by any stretch of the imagination, please, but just a little, we want to do this. They bond with you. They become one with you. And so maybe this is a little bit of growing that relationship into a strength where words don't really matter anymore. That we can read each other just by sitting close to each other. That we feel their heart, we feel their energy. We have a great suspicion of what they're thinking. Anybody ever have somebody just jump into the car with them and all of a sudden it's like, oh, what is the matter? And they didn't even say anything. They didn't even look at you yet, but you felt their energy. And so it's a little bit about taking the time to breathe and feel people's energy and why they're in your life. And are they moving you forward? Do they need more from you in some form, maybe support or love or compassion? Do you need that from them? So if anything today, pay attention to those conversations you're having. They could change your perspective on things. They could build an excitement about something that you want to step into. And it could layer with your knowledge of what you know already to really take you to the star and back, the moon and back. Let's get our well-being cards here. When I appreciate, I feel so very good. And it's very true, okay? The more that you have some form of gratitude on a daily basis, whether it's a gratitude journal or you're just starting out and you've got that piece of paper by your bedside and you write down one thing tonight that you are grateful for and read it aloud and then go to sleep. And the next night, write a second thing. Read them both. Go to sleep. Third night, 3 things. And so on and so forth. At the end of a couple of weeks, you've got a page and a half, right? You're reading things. And things that you are grateful for on a regular basis. And the more that you have listed, the more that it raises your energy. Now, do it mainly in the evening, although, shoot, just about anything you can give gratitude for. Okay? Then you open your eyes in the morning, give gratitude, give thanks that you have another day in which to go forward, that you are breathing, your heart is pumping. Little things happen to you on the way. Anything ever happen to you where you just look up and you go, I knew it was you. Thank you so much. When I appreciate, I feel so very good. And when you start to build a gratitude into your life, okay? And I say evenings because people who do the gratitude journals and say things out loud that they're grateful for, and maybe they just thank them and give up a small prayer of thanks, they fall asleep faster, they sleep more soundly, and they're happier. When you start doing it on a regular basis, it lifts your mood. You're happier. You start to see the abundance in your life. And when things don't go the way you wanted, you don't really get stuck there. You can flow through it a little bit better because you're seeing the goodness in your life rather than the negative glaring at you. So look for things that you can appreciate. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a thing, maybe it's your own special talent, ability, or just who you are, the path you're on, and where you're going. Okay. I see the butterfly there, and I can't help but thinking that we had that 13 energy in there. It's almost like we're breaking out of the cocoon very slowly. And even though we want them to all come and help us and just get me out of this thing, we need to exercise our wings. We need to pump that blood into our wings so that we can fly. So don't worry about the little challenges that you may encounter today because they're there to give you strength, to give you knowledge, to give you wisdom, to give you perception. Appreciation is the secret to life. Become a person who appreciates and you will thrive. You will fulfill your reason for being. And that just happens through osmosis. Fulfilling your reason for being. So stop maybe nitpicking that goal and you've asked for it and it's not here yet, and go with the flow a little bit more and allow joy and happiness to come into your life, even if it's just a little flower growing through a crack. Maybe it's the first robin you see telling you that spring is coming soon. Look for the happiness, the joy that surrounds you. That has been what, 10 or 11 days now at least, if it isn't a full 2 weeks, that we have been really nudged towards finding the beauty, the joy, the happiness, the things to be grateful for in our lives, and really raising our energy in such a way. And I think today we'll actually feel that raise in energy. With the Sun card as our very first card, I think the majority of us will feel that I've got this, I've got confidence, and new perspectives come in quite easily. Or we get new understandings, new information coming in perhaps, giving us a clarity, giving us an understanding, lighting the way forward for us. We'll see what our animals have to say, shall we? Look at this, find your identity. So, yeah, get to know yourself. I think I said that at the very beginning. Get to know yourself. Our little raccoon comes out. He hasn't been out in a while. I do like raccoons because I had a raccoon. I adopted him till I could put him back into the wild. He was so cool. Hiding, mirror, right, and destiny. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Raccoon tells you you are hiding from your true self. All too often, we lose our identity. It can be connected to career, love relationships, even friendships. Relationships are a mirror of who you are at the time. If your self-esteem is low and sad, you will attract the same. On the outside, the person or situation may be perceived as the life of the party, but inside, they're crying with confusion. It's never good to create relationships out of illusions and treat them as a patch or a quick fix or a band-aid for what you do not have yet in your life. They are supposed to be a complement to who you are and help you grow, both of you, or all of you, if we're talking about friends, co-workers, careers. Now, that doesn't mean hermit yourself away until you figure it all out. It means you need to work to heal yourself and become the person that you want to be going forward. Be the person you want in your life. No matter what disappointment you've had in your life, you cannot forget to celebrate who you are. So take the time to celebrate who you are. If you don't like the word gratitude, then celebrate. Celebrate seeing that little flower growing through the cracks. Celebrate the first robin that you see at springtime. Celebrate who you are, your gifts, your talents, your abilities, where you're going, your dreams. No matter what disappointment you've had in your life, you cannot forget to celebrate who you are. When that job promotion doesn't come through, or the person who you hoped was the love of your life just leaves, it's easy to get caught up in the negativity of despair. But it just means that you're just not in the right spot in your life to attract what you want. So take the time to change that. So Raccoon gives us some little tips here. So write down 10 qualities that you love about yourself. It doesn't have to be physical, but they can be. Write down 10 qualities that you would like to work on. And then truly look at those qualities and see if they are fixable, or you're trying to fix something that isn't broken in the first place. Or you may be creating it because you're sad. So once you raise your energy, it seems to dissipate. Eat right. Go to the grocery store, supply your cupboards with good and colorful foods. Put the black colored clothes to the back of your closet and force yourself to wear a colorful shirt or scarf. And I know sometimes we go to work and we have to wear that black uniform, but they don't know what color your undies are, okay? So you can always cheat there and, know that you are wearing that dazzling pink or lime green or baby blue or yellow or orange or red today, and nobody's the wiser but you, because that's all that matters is your knowledge of you. Use positive affirmations to put all over your apartment or your house. You can use art, index cards, post-it notes, whatever. Surround yourself with positive. Put on fun music and dance. And when you are sad, take some action instead of focusing on the morning. So today, we always want to honor our emotions, and if we're sad, we're sad, but try to put yourself doing something to ease that sadness in some way, to allow yourself to heal a little bit from the sadness. Now, tears are healing on its own, but today we're being asked to try and motivate ourselves into a slightly happier place. I know everybody can't be on top of the world. There's always things in our life. Tragedies come. And since this is a general reading, I know that somebody is, somebody's shedding a tear out there. And please honor that. But today is the day, to really try and move yourself, even if it's only for 5 minutes, to allow yourself a little bit of a break from that sadness, which will also allow you to heal. Don't push it down. Don't push it away. Recognize it for what it is. Please do. It's important. You don't want to push down negative thoughts, feelings of sadness, of fear, of anxiety, but don't let it consume you today. Cry. Don't feel bad about crying. Seek professional help if you feel suicidal or having dark thoughts. Know that it takes time to heal. Don't patch your heart with another toxic relationship. So if you're just out of a relationship, or you've lost somebody in your life, or somebody's left in some way, don't try to replace them. You are enough for your path forward. Take time to heal from that relationship. Take time to learn why that relationship was present in your life. What was it trying to teach you? Maybe you understand now where you were fighting for something that didn't serve your growth, your positive move forward. And that's it. So today is a very beautiful day for us. A beautiful energy does surround us that we can tap into. It's all about our success. It's all about moving forward. It's about allowing things to leave our lives as well as expecting new things to come into our lives. Think about that next step. It's about strategy. It's about planning. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.